Hey guys, here's another quick message. It's coming out of the book of Daniel in chapter 3, verses 22 through 26. Daniel chapter 3, verses 22 through 26. Therefore, because the king commandeth was urgent, and the furnace exceeding hot, the flame of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And these three men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished, and rose up in haste, and spake and said unto his counselors, Did not we cast three men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, True, O king. He answered and said, Lo, I see four men loosed, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the fourth is like the Son of God. Then Nebuchadnezzar came near the mouth of the burning fiery furnace, and speaks and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, ye servants of the Most High God, come forth and come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth in the midst of the fire. Amen, and God bless the word today. And how's it going today, guys? I'm out here trying to get a quick message in real quick before I have to make a move. But this is a really powerful message right here, because what's going on is Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The king was very upset with them, and so they've been condemned. They've been condemned to death, and the king threw them into the fire. And then the fire was so hot that the men that actually took them up while they were bound, to throw them into the fiery furnace, they actually died and perished themselves. And so they fell down inside, and when they fell down inside, what happened was, nothing happened. These guys were looking at certain death in the eyes of the mortal man. But Jesus, the Son of Man, the Son of God, intervened. And you can use that in your life. How many times have we been looking at dire consequences? How many times have we been looking death in the face? How many times have we been looking situations in the face? How many times have we gone through so many things in life that that we see nothing else good can come out of it, but but death, or maybe you falling straight on your face, or maybe you lose your family, maybe a loved one died, maybe a child dies. Maybe your mother, something like, passes away. Maybe you get devastating news like cancer, or you don't know what the situation may be that you may go through. But when you do go through those situations, just like here, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were confined, were given certain death. And the Son of Man, the Son of God, Jesus, he came and he intervened, and they walked out. And when they walked out, the people said, they didn't have a hair singed. Their clothes didn't even smell like fire. There was nothing wrong with them. And you have to realize something. There's going to be a fire that you go through in life. Maybe it's a period of time, maybe it's one day, but there's a fire that you're going to go through in life. And how will you come out of that fire? I did it a while back on the breaking. No one wants to go through the breaking, but everybody wants to break through. The breaking is what I'm talking about. You're gonna get broke. You're gonna get broke down. Are you gonna turn from your God, or are you gonna stay with Him? You stay with Him like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and have faith and nothing but faith. You're gonna come out untouched and unharmed. And that's what you want to do. I mean, that's what I prophesize for all of you that are listening, that are within the power of my voice. I prophesize all of that, man. I want the greatest things to happen to you and occur to you in your life. And so, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in and listening to my messages. And I truly hope, because my messages are honestly spirit driven. I didn't want to be out here today, but I did anyway. And they're spirit driven. And I hope the Spirit takes over, your lives, and changes your lives, and has, and has great things from you. Gets great, you accomplish great things, and and when that breaking comes, because that breaking will come, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep the faith like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, or are you gonna go off and just know there's certain death? I know people that have defeated cancer. I know